Hello everyone, today we are going to study chapter gravitation of class 9th. So the first thing which we have to study in this chapter is Newton's universal law of gravitation, which simply states that every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So we can see in the figure that two objects are there of mass m1 and m2, and whatever the direction of force is there, that is along the line joining the centers of the two bodies. So according to the law, we can see the first thing is that force is directly proportional to mass of the body, product of masses of the body. That is, F is directly proportional to m1 into m2. And the second thing is force of attraction is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. That is, F is directly proportional to 1 by r square. So from this, whatever the expression is there, that can be written as F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. The proportionality sign is replaced by a constant term, that is capital G. This capital G is called as universal gravitational constant. So whatever this universal gravitational constant is there, it has some properties. Let us see that. This gravitational force is weakest force in nature. Whatever this force is, that is weakest force. Along with that, it is an attractive force and it is a central force. It also obeys inverse square law, that is F is inversely proportional to the square of distance. Most important thing is that it does not depend on the medium between the interacting bodies. Whatever may be the medium, it does not depend on the medium between the interacting bodies. So we can say that there is no gravitational shielding. Now coming to that gravitational constant, that is universal gravitational constant, the value of this universal gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. And this value of gravitational constant does not depend on the medium between the two bodies. It is same throughout the universe. Any place in the universe, whatever the value of capital G will be, that will be constant. Now there is quite difference between the capital G and the small g. Both are not same. So whatever the value is there and the symbol is there, that should be used accordingly. SI unit of capital G is Newton meter square per kg square. Next thing is Newton's second law we had studied, third law also we had studied in the previous chapter, and the gravitational force and the concept of gravitation we are studying in this chapter. So according to Newton's third law, we had studied simply that every action has equal and opposite reaction. And the universal law of gravitation simply says that every object attracts every other object with a gravitational force. So if we are talking about the third law, so whatever the forces are there, they are equal and opposite. So if the forces are acting equal and opposite, so both the objects must be moving towards each other due to the force. But we don't see that. Whenever we simply lift a ball on the surface of the earth, we see the ball moving towards the earth. We never see that the earth is moving towards the ball. What is the reason behind that? If the forces are equal, then why is it so? We had studied from Newton's second law of motion that force is equal to mass into acceleration, that is F is equal to ma. So we can say that acceleration is equal to F by m, that is acceleration is inversely proportional to the mass of the body. So if the mass of the body is less, then whatever the acceleration will be produced, that will be more. So in the case of ball and the earth, the mass of the ball is very less. So whatever the acceleration is produced, that is produced in the ball. So we can simply say that for the given force F, whatever the ball experiences, it experiences larger acceleration due to smaller mass, but the earth experiences very small acceleration due to larger mass. Thank you everyone.